Hey everyone! Today we're going to break down a Class 12 math topic, types of functions. And I promise we're going to make it so incredibly simple, you'll feel like a pro by the end of this. Let's get started. So let me start by asking you something. You've got rules for your social media, right? Like what you can post, who can be in a group chat, stuff like that. Well, believe it or not, functions in math have rules too. And they're just as easy to understand. All right, first up is the 1-1 function. The easiest way to get this is to think about a rule you already know, the one about your Instagram username. This is such a perfect comparison. On Instagram, two different people can't have the exact same username, right? Well, a 1-1 function works the exact same way. Two different inputs can never, ever point to the same output. Every input gets its own special, unique output. That's it. Okay, now don't let this official NCERT definition freak you out. It looks a little intense, I know. But honestly, it's just the fancy textbook way of saying our unique username rule. All it means is that if two outputs look the same, then the inputs must have been the same to begin with.
So how do you actually prove this in an exam? It's super straightforward. Just follow these three simple steps. First, you assume that f of x1 equals f of x2. Then, you just do the algebra and solve it. If you end up with x1 equals x2, boom, the function is 1-1. It's the same method every single time.
And hey, listen up, because this is a classic trap where a lot of students lose marks. Take a look at the function f of x equals x squared. If you put in -2, you get 4. And if you put in +2, you also get 4. See that? We have two different inputs, -2 and 2, giving us the same output. That breaks our unique username rule, so this is not a 1-on-1 function, but you won't make that mistake now. Awesome, you've got 1-1 down. Let's move on to the next type. This one's called onto, and of course we've got another super simple social media rule for it. Just imagine your class has a WhatsApp group. There's one really important rule, isn't there? Every single person from the class has to be in that group. You can't leave anyone out. That's exactly what an onto function is all about. And here's the formal definition from the textbook. Again, it sounds a bit heavy, but it's just our WhatsApp rule in math language. It's saying that for every single element y in the final group, that's the codomain y, there has to be some starting element x that maps to it. Nobody in that final group can be left alone or unmapped. And checking for onto is just as easy. It's another three-step trick. First, just pick any random y from the codomain. Second, you set x of x equal to that y and solve the equation for x. And finally, you just have to check if the x you found is actually part of the original domain. If it is, then you've got an onto function.
Now this is probably the single most important thing to remember for onto functions. You have to check the codomain. This is the #1 spot where people make mistakes. For a function to be onto, its range has to be exactly equal to its codomain. They have to match perfectly.
All right, let's bring it all together with the most VIP function of them all, the bijective function. And the good news is, it's not a new rule at all. It's just a perfect combination of the two we just learned. It's literally this simple. If a function is 1-1 and it's also onto, then we call it bijective. That's it. Think of it like a perfect DM chat on Instagram. Everyone has their own unique chat, that's the 1-1 part, and all your friends are actually on the list to be messaged. That's the onto part. So, to sum it up, a perfect or bijective function is one that follows both of our rules. It follows the unique username rule, making it 1-1, and it follows the no one left out rule, making it onto. When both happen together, you get a perfect pairing. Okay, let's do a super fast final recap to lock all of this in your memory for your exam. All you need to remember are three simple social media rules. Just look at this table. For 1-1, think unique username, and check if f of x1 equals f of x2 means x1 equals x2. For onto, think everyone in the group, and check if the range is equal to the codomain. And for bijective, think perfect DM chat, and just check if it's both of them. See? So simple. So next time you see these questions in an exam, seriously, don't panic. Just remember these simple social media rules we talked about. You know this stuff now. You've totally got this. Good luck.